In the universe, there are two polarities, positive and negative energy. And this is basically cause the energy to pull and push one another to create the movement in the universe. So when energy move from positive to negative or negative to positive, those kind of movement in between, it create energy. Energy is energy, but the content within all those energy is energy moved by the polarities, the polarity of the energy. So the polarity of the energy, pull it together or push it departed from one another. Either all those things in between push and pull, it create energy in between them. Look at the lightning. Look at the electrical. Everything is about push and pull. And in between all that forces of push and pull, it create energy in between them. With that has been said, good and bad, right and wrong is another entity of energy. Our spirit is the same thing. We have two polarities, but the polarities driven by feelings and emotions. For example, you feel love. No matter how far, no matter if you are broke, you have to go to this woman, or the woman has to go to this man, or whatever gender that you are loving one another. The love is so powerful that it creates a very powerful magnetic force that try to pulls each other together. No matter how far away you are, you will try to find the way, the time, and the gap that you will pull back together. So this is the energy of spirits. The spirit use these feelings and emotions to create the goal and directions in life. How else can the spirit drive itself? Spirit is an intelligent element. It creates feelings and knowing about feelings. Good and bad, right and wrong come later. Sometimes you will see people love to each other so much that they do not care about a good and bad, right and wrong anymore. That's why we have a love affair. We have multiple love. Good and bad, right and wrong. What is that anyway? It was created not by the natural law. It was created by human. Good and bad, right and wrong has a lot of criteria. It has been created by human that bound to the law of community, time, and places. If time change, good and bad, right and wrong change. If the group of people change, the whole concept change. Place change, the whole concept change. For example, if you use love being a couple or a husband and wife in a certain country, you must have one husband and one wife, right? But in a certain country, men get more advantage. They can have multiple spouses or wife, and it is good for them. It is not, they agree to that. All these good and bad, right and wrong were invented by community, by human. So they are small. Anything that is about the law of the nature. Love is about freedom. It's about our heart. We can give love. For example, if we are not talking about couple love, okay? Couple love is a kind of a low level kind of love because they are selfish. They have to have me alone, and you cannot do this and you must do that. All do and don'ts embrace this kind of a romantic type of love. So that's why people are being tortured. You comes to me asking about love because of this type of category. So the personal framework of good and bad, right and wrong kind of love that you invented within you. So it is a big torture. If those criteria does not met, you will feel that you are cheated, or it is not fast enough. You will feel that you are disappointed. So you don't have to be that. Love is nature. It just happens. The energy wants to comes together. It just happens like that. I will not say what is good, what is bad. Good and bad, just for the community to find the way to set a standard that each one has to follow all those standards of a community. So once our soul evolved into a certain layers or certain levels, we will find that we come alone, we die alone. Each soul is an individual soul. No one needs to tie up to anyone until the end of their lives, because we can not control our life. How can we control other people's life? It is impossible. Once you get the mind into understanding of something that is truth and the ultimate truthfulness of the nature, you understand what is called Dharma. Dharma is the law of the nature. You have to understand the law of the nature and the way it is. We cannot change other, but yes, we can change ourselves. Don't try to change other. Don't try to judge other, because all those judgments will become the problems, not the solutions. I hope that these questions about energy are related to the emotional or the spiritual energy. The negative polarity is mean I want, pull. The positive polarity is I give, push. So push and pull, it is once it comes together, it fulfills. The fulfillment gives happiness. So if you can't fulfill yourself, you can't be happy. I hope that it will explain to you about the positive and negative polarities. Hi everyone, thank you very much for coming to support my channel, Ong Po Spiritual Guide. For more than 10 years, I have been searching throughout the world for the spiritual knowledge. With my experience, I am trying to run this show to show you the evidence that we found and the analytical part that where and about of the spiritual knowledge. This is to give you the searching of your own spiritual path to gain your own enlightenment. If you like my channel, please subscribe, press like, and share it to your friends. And for those of you who want to create the great merit with us by building the sanctuary of PDJ or Palangjit Thamachakawan in the US, please follow this donation channel. I hope that every one of you who join me will have a good health, good luck, and prosperity. Anantajit.